From Pala Research Center, we set off for Ilingwesi Conservancy in Laikipia, hundreds of kilometers away in northern Kenya. The journey takes us over 4 hours in a four-wheel drive Land Cruiser through bumpy, dusty and rough roads. Along the way, you behold a beautiful scenic view of the sandy valley and hilly landscape. As we head to our final destination, which is the Ilingwesi village, the wide range of wildlife from rhinos, giraffes, elephants, gravy zebras and various species of birds, among others, catch our attention. The sighting of this flock of goats and sheep is proof that we have finally arrived at our final destination.
This is Ilngwesi community. These are pastoralists living here in the Ilingwesi Conservancy. In this dry land dotted with beautiful acacia trees is a unique story about the Ilingwesi community, the home of the Laikipiaks, a sub-tribe of the Maasai. Here you appreciate a fusion of ancient ways and modernity, and above all, peaceful coexistence between communities and wildlife. Peter Kenchai is the Ilingwesi cultural guide. He shares what one should expect when they visit this place.
One thing is how we live with wildlife, the change of killing wildlife to conservation, conserving wildlife.
This coexistence and their way of life are a tourist attraction, and indeed, many tourists, especially from abroad, cannot help but visit this place. Not before long, the chairperson of the Ilingwesi community, Kip Olepolos, joins us and gives us a brief about the community.
I would start by saying this is one of the settlement areas. We have 2 settlement areas within the community land, and this is one. And on this particular one, this is where we display our culture, which is the Maasai culture.
Ironically, we are meant to understand that the word Ilingwesi means people of wildlife. At this time, we are given a demonstration of how the Ilingwesi people lived. First, we are shown how they hunted.
This guy is kind of stalking animals, and those days he had to be naked and roll in the mud to get rid of the human scent.
He explains why they chose to use a donkey instead of an oryx.
It's the same color as an oryx, and you know, oryx live in hot terrain deserts, and they are very, very extra careful. And whenever you have oryx, other animals do relax. And so that's why they chose a donkey, because it's the same color, and mask it.
Then we are shown how the Laikipiaks, as honey-gatherers, used to make fire and smoke.
What they're doing here is to lit the fire because you need some smoke to smoke out the bees. And if you imagine then, there were no matchboxes and there was no any other way of making fire. You've got to rub the 2 sticks, and otherwise known as elephant chewing gum.
At the next stage, a demonstration is made of how the people used to hunt big wildlife like elephants. For this, one had to climb atop a tree and set the trap.
Like elephants and rhinos and zebras or buffaloes. And the whole idea was this was done by only the elderly who got the knowledge and careful, who can be careful while setting the trap. And what they used to do, if, for example, there was a salt lick on one side and you want to direct the animals to go there, you fence either sides of the trap and you tighten it up and you leave it there. And if you're aiming to kill an elephant, you add some weight on your log up there, with hopes that the animal will touch the string and the trap will get onto it.
Now it's time to get into the Ilingwesi cultural village, fenced with twigs and with a number of entrances. Beautiful folk songs by the Maasai women welcome us. In here, the ladies now make different handicrafts and souvenirs that they sell to tourists and earn some income. 65-year-old Mzee Legei Kimambi is the manager of this cultural boma. He shows us the game they used to play as a pastime.
This is called the bow game of Mangala. It was a game played by the elders in this community. BENJAMIN JUMBE, NTV.